Hi, today we have a quick full body series using the resistance band. So we're gonna get started standing. I'm using a light to medium resistance band. You can kind of pick your poison here. We're gonna get going with the arms. So take your feet, hips width distance apart. Bring both hands into the resistance band at about the wrist height. Flip your right palm up and your left palm down. So we have the right hand kind of pushing up into the band and the left hand kind of pushing down into the band. Now, a slight bend in your knees and a slight tuck of your tailbone so that the back is nice and flat and the belly is engaged. We're going to be actively pressing down with the left palm. So I have a fully extended left arm, palm is kicking towards the floor, and my right elbow is bent at 90 degrees. And from here, I'm just going to try to find a bicep curl and release. Bicep curl and release. So this is really a great movement for the arms because we're actively using that left arm to keep pushing down and away. And we're adding to the resistance of the band, making it harder to curl that right hand up and in towards the shoulder. We're working on a bit of an angle here with the biceps. We're hitting the second head of the bicep a little bit more. Make sure you come back to your full 90 degrees, fully release, and then exhale, curl. Relax your shoulders down. Pick your chin up off your chest. Exhale, pull, and release. Go for 5. Nice. And we're actively pushing down with that left hand. Last 3. Here's 2. Now can we hold it up about halfway into that bicep curl, little pulses up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice work. Now we're gonna go ahead and flip. So we're gonna bring that left palm up, right palm down. And here we are in the exact same position on the other side. Roll the shoulders back down. Press down through your right palm actively, working through that tricep. Good. Flip the left palm up to the sky, soft bend in the knees, draw the belly in, exhale, curl, inhale back to 90. Exhale, curl, inhale back to 90. Good. And if the band ever becomes too much in any of the work we do, you can always ditch the band and work with your body's own resistance, right? This just adds that extra layer of challenge. Exhale, curl. Inhale, release. Go for 5. Relax the shoulders here. Relax the jaw. Good work in opposition from right to left. Last 3, 2. Now hold it halfway. Little pulses up. 5. Press down through that right palm. 3, 2, 1, and done. Good. We're going to bring both hands into the loop and we're going to bring the palms to face forward and the band is just under that wrist line. Draw the elbows up to shoulder height. I'll turn profile so you can see. Take a bend into the knees, slight tuck of the tailbone so that you're active in the lower body. And then press out into that band, return. Press out, return. So it's a tiny, tiny movement away and right back in. Now don't let that band boss you around. Don't let that band just kind of snap your arms back to center. Try to control the return. That's where we get really deep into those intrinsic muscles. Good. Exhale, press, return. For 5. Woo, this burns the shoulders. 4. You got it. 3, 2, 1. Nice. And pressing out on that band, little pulses up for 8, 7. Press out on that band. Relax the shoulders for 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Good. Go ahead and release your arms. Nice work. We're going to go ahead and step our feet into the band and make our way to the back of the mat. So your band is above your ankle, below your knee. Actually slide it to just above your ankle. So we want to start it a little bit lower on the leg. So just above the ankle, we'll take the feet, hips width distance so that we feel the tension there on the band. Take a big breath in. Chin to chest, round down through your spine. Walk your hands out in 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank and hold. Always an option to come to the knees. Always an option to come to the forearms if you need to. Good. Tucking the tailbone under slightly. Go ahead and step left foot out. Return. Right foot out. Return. Now if you're on your knees, you're not stepping out. You're just holding in stillness. Go for 6. Keep the hips nice and level. 4. And 3, here's 2, Last one, good. Now holding in plank, spread your fingers, pick your chin up, push the floor away, holding 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your knees, sink your hips back to your heels, take a big breath in, and a full breath out. Good. We're gonna go ahead, swing our legs around, and scoot yourself up towards the top of the mat. Bring the band to the top of your foot and slowly roll down to your back. Lengthen through your legs here. Press your low back down towards the floor. Hands come behind your head. Good. Pull the ribs in, pull the belly in. Float the right foot up. Exhale as you draw that right thigh in. Curl your shoulders up. Inhale, return. Stay to the right side. Exhale, pull in and lengthen long. Pull and lengthen. Good for 5 and 4. Nice. Last 3, 2, and 1. Switching sides. Left thigh comes in and lengthen. Really anchor through that right heel. Try to keep the rest of the body nice and stable. Go for 5. Exhale, lift 4. Nice. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. Let's go ahead, bend the knees and bring the loop to the thighs. So just above that knee joint. Nice. And then flatten your back to the mat. Knees over your hips. Send your palms down alongside you. Now push your back down towards the mat and feel the weight of your thighs just over your low abdominals already, feeling like a good amount of work. Then from there, I want you to take the knees out wide enough so you start to feel the tension on the band. We're looking for the oblique engagement here, so really looking for that side body work. Hands can come nice and long out to the side. Spread your fingers and anchor through the backs of your arms. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, press the knees out wider, pushing into the band. Inhale, control the return back to center. Don't lose tension on the band. Exhale, press. Inhale, return to a place where you still have tension. Good. Exhale and press. Inhale and return. Keeping the back flat, the ribs in as you press into this band is so much work in stability and work in control that you'll feel those abdominals working. Exhale, press and return. Press and return. Good. Go for 3. Nice. Last 2. Last 1. Good. Now hands come behind your head. Add a chest curl. We press out, curl, lower, return. Press out, curl, lower, return. So if that's too much, right, you stay here and you just focus on really keeping the ribs in and the back flat, right? Go for 5, up and out. 4, up and out. Good. 3, pick the chin up off the chest. Last 2, nice. Last 1, back to center. Hands come alongside you again. We inhale, dip the toes down towards the floor. Now notice my toes aren't coming all the way down to the floor. I want to keep my legs up. I want to keep my shins up in line with my knees. Inhale, send the weight of the thighs away. Exhale, pull in. Keeping the back flat, keeping the belly engaged. So in order to keep my back flat, I really can't go any further than about here. That's when my back starts to pull up off the floor. I feel I'm losing that contact. Inhale out and exhale, pull. 2 more. Inhale out and exhale, pull. Good. Last 1. Amazing. Pull your knees in, rock side to side. Good work. Keep your band on your thighs. Scooch it up just an inch or 2 and drop your feet down, walking your heels in towards your glutes. Arms come out to the side. Spread the fingers wide. Inhale to lift. Exhale to hover the floor. Inhale, lift, and exhale, hover. Now keep tension on the band the entire time. Take it up and down. For 5 and 4. Here's 3, 2. Last one. Hold it up there. Press out on that band. Press it out for 8, 7, 6. Little pulses here. We lift through the hips, squeeze through the glutes, and then press away. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Now drop to a hover, lift, press for 2. Good. So it's lower, lift, press, press. Down, up, press, press. Good. For 3. Lift, press, squeeze those glutes. 2. Keep the belly in. Pull the ribs in. Last 1. Up, press, hold it nice and high. Shift weight into the left foot. Extend that right leg nice and long. Your knees are in line with one another. Press that right leg out, return. Drop your hips if that feels like too much on your back. Keep your back flat, your hips stable. Go for 3. Return, 2, return. Last 1. Set the right foot down. Keep the hips lifted. Kick that left leg nice and long. Out, return. Again, dropping the hips if that's too much on your low back. Out, return. Go for 3. Keep those hips up. 2. Last 1. Set that foot down. Inhale and exhale. Slowly come down. Pull your knees in. Rock side to side. Massage that low back. Let some of that tension go. Good, good, good. We're going to rock it up to seated and get right into our sideline series. Let's go ahead and send that band down once again to just above the ankles. The band's going to come just above the ankles. Stack your hips, stack your shoulders, and your knees. We're going to lift up and away from the floor, so rotate your top shoulder back and down so you have lots of space between your ribs and the floor and a nice open chest. You want to maintain tension on that band the entire time. If you were wearing shoes, your shoelaces would be shining straight forward. Belly is in. Exhale, lift, return. Lift, return. You're going to feel this right away in the outer hip, the inner thigh, the glutes here as you use this band for a little extra resistance. If it becomes too much, you do the movements without the band, just the exact same way. Exhale, lift, return. Good. For 3 and 2 and holding right there. Now we're going to rotate that top leg open and bring the band to the top of the foot. The knee is going to come towards the ceiling, flex through your foot, bring your top hand behind your head, draw in and kick away, pull and kick away. So keeping that foot flex is going to help you maintain your grip on that band. The band is just over the arch of the foot and the top of the foot. Try to keep some space in between your legs. Go for 3, kick, 2, kick. Last 1, hold it out there nice and long, flexing through your top foot. Now stack your hips again, kick your heel up, return. Up, return. Now with a flexed foot and the change in the placement of the band, you're going to feel the glutes back here working a little bit more. Good. Notice if you're sinking into your shoulder, press yourself up and away. Go for 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Good. Slip that foot right back into that band and draw it up to the thighs. So above the knee, once more. I know it's burning. You're almost there. Good. Press up and out of that shoulder. Bring your knees to 90 degrees, flexing through your feet. Option to keep your feet on the ground or lift them up for a little bit more of a challenge. Hand can come behind your head for more of a challenge. Open wide to clam and close. So if your band is too high, too close to your hip, it might be a little uncomfortable. So just adjust the band as needed. Know you can bring your feet to the floor if you need to. Press yourself up and away. Imagine you're in a side plank here in that side body. So you really want to feel active all around the trunk of your body. Go for 4 and 3, 2, and the last one, press it back for 8. 7, kind of pulse right here. Feel that outer hip start to work, squeezing through the glutes. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice work. Let it go. We're going to press ourselves up and swing our legs around, bringing the band back down to just above the ankle, stacking the legs on the shoulders, drawing the belly in, pressing up and away from the floor, shoulders down away from the ears. Hips, knees, and ankles are stacked. It's lift, return. lift, return. And same as before, we don't want that band to just kind of snap back. We really want to hold tension on the band. So do your best to control the release. Let it happen slowly. Get even deeper into those muscles. Exhale, lift. Nice. Go for 5, 4, you got it. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Now we're going to pull that knee up a little bit so that that band comes across the top of the foot. Good. Flexing through that heel. Bring your hand behind your head. Draw the knee in and kick it long. Pull and kick. Staying stacked in that side body. Exhale, draw it in, lengthen long. Good. So we're opened up slightly in that hip. We pull in and kick it long for 5. You got it. 4. Keep flexing through that foot. 3. Last 2. Last one. Hold it nice and long. Now stack the hips again, flexing through that foot. Little lifts up with that heel. Lift up with that heel. Good. Notice if you're sinking here, push yourself up and away. 5 and 4. You got it. 3, 2, 1, and release. Nice work. Go ahead, bend your knees. Slide that band up over the knee to the thighs. Knees come in at 90 degrees, stacking the legs. Option to lift the feet up off the floor. Option to bring your hand behind your head. Open wide for clam and close. Exhale, pull and release. Pull and release. Good. Chin is up off the chest here. Good. And neck is nice and long. Go for 5. See if you can lift those feet up a little higher. 4, 3, 2. Hold it open, nice and wide. A little press back here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And oh, that's a burner. Great work. We're going to press ourselves up, swing our feet around, and get into our C curve. So the band is going to stay at the thighs, so halfway between the knee joint and the hip joint. We're going to bend into our knees, grab for the backs of your thighs, and then step your feet and your thighs out to about hips width distance. You'll feel tension on that band. That's what you're looking for. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, tuck your hips under, scoop your belly, relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Now in your C curve position, we don't want to be rounded through the upper back. We want to lift through the upper back, length through the upper back, but we want to tuck in a little bit of a rounding through the lower back, the lumbar spine. So think of rolling over your tailbone, ice cream scooping your belly out. So once you're in this position, it should feel like work already. And we're just holding here and breathing with tension on the span. Take a big breath in. Exhale, scoop and pull in deeper. One more time, big breath in. Exhale, hold your belly in there. Hold that core engagement. Always an option to hang on to the thighs if you want more of a challenge. Go ahead and bring your hands together in front of your chest. We're going to lean back an inch or two, pressing into the band, and then inhale, just come back to your start position. So it's press and lean, return. Press and lean, return. And if you're holding on, it just looks like this, right? And we're not coming all the way up and out of our shape or our movement. We're just coming back to that starting position. So we want to stay in that challenge zone. We're also not letting the knees come all the way back together. The legs are coming back to their starting position as well, so there's always tension on that band. Good. Exhale, press and lean, return. Tiny, tiny movement, tiny range of motion. Go for 4 and 3. Here's 2 and 1. Good. Now holding nice and low. Twist yourself over to the left. Grab the outside of your left thigh. Lean back 1 more inch. And then exhale, twist and lift higher. Twist and lift higher. Good. So shoulders stay down away from the ears. Feet are firmly planted. And we're pressing out into that band. Twist and lift higher. Good. Twisting through the spine, staying low. Good. Exhale, up and over. For 4, 3, 2, holding there. Option to bring your hands together, otherwise you're still holding on. Extend your right leg nice and long and twist 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back to center. Hold on here, reset. Big breath in. Exhale, tuck, scoop, and hollow out. One more time. Big breath in. Exhale, tuck, scoop, hollow out. Hold low there. Good. Breathing. Option to bring your hands together in front of your chest. And we're going to lean back an inch, press out, return. Lean back an inch, press out, return. Relax your shoulders. Pick your chin up. Hold on if you need to. Take a break if you need to. But then come right back in. This is tough work here. It's not a huge amount of movement, but it's a lot of deep work. Go for 4, 3, 2. Hold it nice and low. Hands come to the outside of that right thigh. Relax your shoulders down. Lift your elbows up. Good. Lean back and then exhale. Lift and twist. Lift and twist. Good. Back and up and over. Back and up and over. Twisting deeply through that spine, but keeping that pelvis nice and stable. Good. So we're twisting through the waist here. Go for 3. Nice. Elbows high, chin up. Last one. Good. Option to bring your hands in front of your chest. Extend your left leg nice and long and twist. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center and final hold. Pressing out into that band. Roll the shoulders down. Bring your arms out. Palms face the ceiling. And this time we're going to take arms and legs out. Arms and legs out. Good. 5, 4 and a hold. 3, 2, holding here. Relax those shoulders. Breathe for 5. Yes, you can. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab your thighs. Sit up nice and tall. Amazing work. We're going to remove the band and stretch. Send your legs around. Hands underneath your shoulders. Walk your knees underneath your hips. Spread your fingers wide. Inhale, arch your back and look up. Exhale, tuck, scoop, and round. Hollow out through the belly. Inhale, lengthen, stretching the entire abdominal wall. Exhale and round. Inhale, one more time, looking up. And exhale, looking down. Good. Sink your hips back to your heels and coming into your child's pose. Flip your palms up to the sky. Bend your elbows and reach back for your shoulders, stretching your triceps. Good. Relaxing your neck. Nice. And lengthen those arms. Send yourself up to tabletop. Toes come out to the edges of the mat. Tuck them under. Lift your hips up and back. Down dog. Take your time here. Pedal out through those feet. Find your perfect down dog position. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, reach your right leg nice and high. Coming through to the top of the mat, step your right foot through in between your hands. Drop your left knee down, untuck your left toes, and just rise up into your low lunge stretch. Sink your hips forward, stretching through that left side. Good. And then send your hands down to either side of your right foot. Shift your weight back into your split stretch. Try to keep your toes down on the floor here. Big breath in. Full breath out. Bending into your knee, crawl yourself forward. Hands to the inside of your right foot. Send your right foot back. Toes to the edge of the mat. Tuck them under. Lift your hips back. Down dog. Pedal out those feet for a breath. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Carefully drop that right knee down. Rise up into your lunge stretch. Sink your right hip down towards the floor. Press firmly into your left foot. Hands above the knee joint here. Send your hands to the floor, framing your foot. Shift your weight back. Keep your hips square. Toes to the floor, stretching through the top of the foot and the shin. Breathe. Exhale, bend into your knee. Walk yourself forward, hands to the inside of your foot. Step your foot back. One last time. Tuck toes under. Lift hips up. Down dog. Carefully start to walk your feet up towards your hands. Once you're in your standing forward fold, widen your feet and then bend into your knees deeply. Drop your head. Let it hang heavy here. Shake it yes. Shake it no. Bend into your elbows. Grab your opposite elbows with each hand and just kind of let gravity do some of the work to pull you towards the earth, stretching through the spine.
See if you can straighten a little bit in those knees, finding and lengthening through the backs of the legs, but don't push it, be careful. Hands can come to the floor, heel toe your feet underneath your hips. Keep a bend in your knees. Inhale as you slowly roll up, stacking your spine 1 inch at a time. Head, neck, and shoulders, the last thing to come up, taking a big breath in, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, bring them down in front of your heart. Take a moment here, closing your eyes. Thank your body, thank yourself for showing up today. Amazing work. I'll see you next time.